Hello, everybody! Welcome to another Sunday Fun Day, and since Spider-Man's still dominating the entire movie hemisphere, we decided to go watch Stuber. I couldn't get this one talked into a screening of Crawl, and I just really never had the time to go see it myself this weekend, so just went to go see Stuber. And there's no real way to roll into this better than letting Megan give her opinions first, because I think my opinions are a little bit more complex. We'll use complex to be nice. So what did you think of Stuber?
I thought it was alright. Unfortunately, it was not as funny as the trailers made it out to be. It almost kind of a case of like, well, a lot of the funny parts were in the trailer.
It had one funny joke, and I can't even remember what that joke was. That tells you something.
I've been more easily amused. I laughed a few more times than you did.
That's not saying a ton, though. I'm gonna say, I think you laughed almost as much as in night school.
No. I think I laughed like one or two jokes in high school, and the rest is like, this is not funny. Who thinks this is funny?
It's not as bad. I don't want to speak too much ill of our audience, but we actually had, I think, a small group of ladies that were in the back behind us, and they were chuckling up a storm. It's like, I'm glad they're enjoying it. I didn't. We went to see Four Christmases way back whenever it originally came out. This tangent story, and there was a lady who she laughed everything, and when I say everything, the title Four Christmases display, she like that all the time. It's just like almost like she was a laugh track within our movie theater. It was so bizarre, and it's not that they ruined it, that they were laughing at so much of the film for me. Just, this movie does hold one thing with Four Christmases, in the fact that it has the Vince Vaughn syndrome. I am sorry if I cannot pronounce the gentleman who is the star of this film, well, besides Batista.
Johnny?
Yeah,
Something
I can't
like
pronounce
that.
his name. I'm sorry. I tell you I'm a stupid American. I gotta prove it to y'all on a daily basis. Sorry, I'm trying to vamp. Kumal Nanjiani. Yeah, how you pronounce it, I believe is correct. I'm sorry if I do pronounce your name. Hey, you stood up Conan, so you got to at least get some material out of you. And honestly, that is probably the funniest thing that's come out of this movie, and that was that Conan got to make a lot of jokes over this guy accidentally canceling on him at the last second. I don't know where to begin with this movie. First off, in the trailer, it really makes it seem like Batista is, the, overly big, muscle, strong cop, good, bad cop thing. But he's still going to have some funny lines here and there. But instead, he's the straight man.
Yeah, kind of like in Hotel Artemis, where he's, this big muscular guy, but he has some funny...
Yeah, he has some good one-liners in there, some funny thing.
I'm fat. It's like...
Yeah, just muttering to himself.
While stuff is going on behind us.
I remember what I laughed at. It was the one scene that I will give it is actually funny, and that was when they were... At one point, they go to a male strip club.
Yeah.
And...
Did I just see a dick the size of Simon Birch?
Alright, that joke was funny. That was a funny joke. I'll give it that much. But, okay, there we go. Had a funny joke. 30 minutes into the movie, mind you.
Yeah, like, Rivers was
yeah. Like, that part I thought, like, pretty much it's Stu, the guy who's a poor, I believe he's Indian? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Kamal and Johnny. I promise you I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm sorry, he's Pakistani. I'm so sorry. He's Asian, technically. He's from Asia. He's Pakistani. We'll admit that. I just looked him up on IMDb. But yeah, Stu, he's trying to talk to this girl that he has a crush on, and
they're friends, but he's secretly in love with her, and they hooked up one time, then she acted like nothing happened.
Yeah,
he's just very pathetic, pining after her.
He's very much the nice guy syndrome, but in a weird way. It's kind of squeaky a lot of times with him. But yeah, at one point she's kind of talking with him and trying to say, it's like, I want to get drunk and fuck you again. And he's at a male strip club because Batista drug him there. For some reason he decided to go in with him too.
No, he says like, no, come on in with me.
Yeah. But yeah, and then there's this one big black dude who's just got slung like down to his ankles. Nearly.
Yeah, like...
He's well hung. He is a male stripper.
It wasn't even, like, awake. That monster was like...
It was awoken. It just was unleashed.
Well,
it was the Kraken.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like... It was just kind of swinging, which I was like, damn,
it's dude. Like the devil's cock from Dante's Inferno, the video game. Oh, Megan's gonna have to go play Dante's Inferno now. Okay, so, real quick, because this is a lot more interesting than the movie Stuber. So, Dante's Inferno, there is... The devil drags Beatrice down to the depths, and Dante's having to save her. And in this, the devil has a schlong the size of an elephant. Like, I mean, his dick is just massive. And at one point, there's even Cleopatra who has... abortion babies that she pulls out of her nipples and throws at you as weapons. The game is beyond fucked up, and it's weird, but it's fun.
Did the makers of it drop acid?
I'm pretty sure there's some major acid being involved.
I gotta look this up now.
Yeah, well, Megan Google's devil penis. Yeah, the big issue, like, that part... Some of the little interactions to his one-armed male stripper, it's kind of funny, but the rest of the movie's not. One of the big problems is just that...
Oh, like...
Yeah, they give him
just doing in shadow.
It's a massive dick.
Well, I mean, it's a massive dude. It's like...
And he's got a massive dick, too. And he's just...
Well, at least he's proportionate.
Yeah.
Proportionate is... It's like... I don't know how you're gonna kill me. Step on me or
just
like
beat me with your wiener.
Yeah, I was like.
But yeah, like I said, Batista's a very the straight man in this. You know, he's very matter of fact. He doesn't really crack jokes or anything, and that kind of wears because Stu in this, like I was even mentioning about with the Vince Vaughn comparison. He has the issue where he's doing a joke, but he's saying words, and then, there's words with commas, and they happen to have punctuation, and then there's other words that are this other words that go together, make a joke-ish thing, not quite a joke, and it's that. It's just...
I just showed someone the leg, and I feel bad about this. I'm so sorry, sir. He can't hear you. He's on the
It's just rambling nonsense, and... I get it. People like that. I just want to fucking eat a bullet.
Yeah, he's supposed to be freaking out because he's in this, like, oh my god, you're getting shot up, like, situation.
But he does that throughout the whole movie, and it's so fucking annoying. I just want to kill myself the whole time while it's going on. I'm like, oh, shut up, dude. Part of the issue is just that you don't care about Stu. That's one of the big problems. Like, he's not a lovable underdog or a lovable kind of guy. He's just
kind of pathetic.
Yeah, he's pathetic in a way that's not enjoyable. At least with Revenge of the Nerds, even though they, do commit some pretty heinous crimes, you kind of enjoy them. It's like, oh, I kind of like you weirdos.
I think we are those weirdos.
Yeah. Well, except we don't go on painting raids.
Yet.
Yeah, sure. But, how's another way to describe it? Think of Sailor Moon's Sabrina from, the original way back when. You know, she is a pathetic loser, but you begin to kind of feel some sorrow for her. You kind of feel sorry for her. Here, all of Stu's problems are because of Stu. And it takes literally Batista beating the piss out of him till it finally clicks, I guess.
Yeah, it takes, I don't know how many people telling him to man up, you know, tell this girl how you feel, for him to finally go, okay, I'm in love with you, I don't want to be just friends with you, you keep dating assholes, and I'm sick of it, you know, I will still help you in this business venture that we went in on in the beginning of the movie, but, and then it's like,
we can't be friends because I have these
feelings,
like, and that's not right to you.
Yeah, like, from saying, like, have a nice life. And he ends up moving on with someone else, like, yeah, I saw that coming.
And it's so stupid, too.
Yeah, yeah, like, yeah, like, really? Y'all didn't see that coming?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and then there's also Batista's daughter who's in this, Victoria, I think is her name?
The character's name is...
He's Vic. Stupid.
Yeah, the character's name is Nicole.
That's close.
Or Nikki.
Yeah, she's
a bitch.
She's an utter bitch. Like, I think we're supposed to feel some sympathy for her every now and then because it seems like Batista was a little bit of a not really their dad, but at the same
time...
time...
He cares about her, but he doesn't really show it.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to show it.
Yeah, and I think we're, like, the first scene we're introduced to her... To her words. Like, in her first scene, I think, you know, she's supposed to get across, like, her exasperation with the fact that it's like, Dad, like, come on, like, my art show is tonight, you know, did you totally forget? I was like, come on. You know, just getting exasperated with the fact that he doesn't really care about anything, but there's one case he's been working on for years, ever since his partner got killed.
Yeah, but that's also the other thing. She's like, ugh, your partner just died, but I'm your daughter. It's like, oh, okay. So this movie was written by somebody who has not had family or anybody in the police force, because that is the thing. It's like somebody who has been partner, especially probably, obviously with how his connections are with other different people who were like informants to him and everything. He's obviously worked undercover. Those partners aren't just your partners. They tend to become your family. They tend to become, you know, some of the closest people you're with. I'm not saying that regular police officers don't know about it, but even regular police officers who are on the street do know about this. And it's like, holy shit, are you just as assholish and worried about yourself as he is? Yeah, it is important to you, but so was losing his partner. That's not like,
and, you know, bringing this guy to justice.
Yeah, it would be like if somebody killed a sibling. It's like, or even at worst, a cousin. You're still gonna fucking want justice. So, why is she acting like such a dick to him?
Yeah, a little sympathy from her would have gone a long way, I think, with the audience. Her saying, like, okay, I get it. I know that this is, you know, a terrible thing that's been weighing on you for all these years, and you really want to get this guy, but can you take off? And, you know,
just one night.
Yeah, it's like just one night, just, you know, take a break from all this stuff and just, you know, come, you know, to this one thing and support me in this thing that's really important to me in my life.
Yeah, something like that would have saved the character a lot more in my eyes. Otherwise, she's just a dickhead for no reason.
Yeah, she just keeps getting, I was like, Dad, just...
You're doing your job? Ugh.
It's like, Dad, you've been chasing this guy forever. Like this spoiled, exasperated teenager, just...
Yeah, like, she doesn't really want to see him for this, like, thing they've kind of had, where they go to this Chinese food place on Christmas. I don't know where the mother is in the whole thing. Maybe she's passed away, who knows?
No, she said she's gonna spend Christmas with her mom and the stepdad or something.
Yeah, I guess. So, well, she just says her name. But, so it's one of those that, it's like, I get that, you know, he's not as affectionate as you would like him to be.
You know, that's maybe not the way you want to spend Christmas every year.
Say something to him. Like, that would have been something very sweet to say. It's like, I know this is what you want to do every Christmas. How about we do what I want to do this Christmas? That would have gone to, alleviate the character. Instead, she's just being a dick to him because, oh, you're worried about doing your job? And how dare you worry about somebody who killed one of your closest friends?
Yeah,
Worst father ever.
Yeah, she only becomes a decent human being, like, towards the end. And it's not like she goes through any kind of...
There's no arc or anything. It's just...
Yeah, she's just like, oh, my God, my dad's in trouble. And it's like...
And... Also, just to talk about something else with the movie, because I had issues with the fact that the comedy was, not there. Like, there's very few jokes. Always... It's just these jokes that want to go on and on and on and on and just run you over. It's a punchline. Get it? And it's like, I get it, movie. I got it about 12 hours ago when you first said it. It's like a 4-year-old telling you a joke over and over again until you wake up and there's blood on your hand and their head's missing. You're like, what did I do?
That took a dark turn really quickly.
Some people get it. But...
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't much care for Melissa McCarthy's comedy, what little bit I've seen of it. I mean, I loved her in Gilmore Girls, but give her a chance to do her own material, and she just, like, her and Kristen Wiig and Ghostbusters just ran the jokes into the ground. Just, it's like, okay, this horse was DOA, freaking move on. Just...
Kate McKinnon's just as bad.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know why Ghostbusters are so fucking horrible? It's not because, oh, it's women. I don't give a shit if it's women. Like I said, put Michelle Rodriguez in it. She would have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the personally, I didn't think it... I think to it, it's like, oh, it's like Ghostbusters for the new generation, but it's all females. Like, okay.
Okay, cool. Add funny women in it. That's all I ask.
Or badass women or something.
Yeah, like if you would have had Sigourney Weaver leading them and it has like really cool like action moments, that would have been really fun. Especially if it was balanced out with some really good comedic talent. I mean, there are great female comedians out there. There's great female comedic leads out there. They did not choose that for that movie. But...
They just went with the bigger comedic female names.
They went with, what's his face's friends? Paul, whatever it is.
See?
Yeah. But anyway, we don't want to talk about Ghostbusters, that piece of shit. That we refuse to call that.
I was just saying that it's just not funny.
But with Stuber, not only is it not really funny, but also the movie, whenever there's action sequences, there's actually a fair number of them. I was kind of surprised with. I think it was trying to go for almost like a Lethal Weapon-ish, more towards comedy, but still has some decent action. But instead, it's a shaky cam. I don't know how close we are. I see Batista's nostril, and that's it. You can't tell what's going on. It's like, okay, well, cool movie. I can't tell what's going on. The jokes aren't funny, and on top of everything, I don't like many of these characters. Cool, I don't give a shit. And that's just the long and short of it. There's way too much comedy that leaves you just going... You're just sighing because you want the joke to end, because I want everybody to realize something. That kind of humor, I think it's supposed to be anti-humor. It's not funny. I get it. Well, it's funny because it's not funny. No, that just means it's not fucking funny, you dumbasses. That's all that means. That's like people who are like, I'm anti-right. That means you're left. No, I'm not left. If you're not right, you're left. There's no middle ground here. If you're completely against one thing, you're one way. But regardless of politics, if something is not funny, that doesn't magically make it funny. And just because you keep repeating yourself like you're somebody who has bad Tourette's and also a stuttering problem, that doesn't make it funny. Instead, what that makes is a real chore to sit through. And that's all this movie is. It's a fucking chore. Like, that's one of the reasons why technically it's not as egregiously stupid as Night School, but it's worse in my eyes almost. Because the fact that you just have this comedy that is just beating me over the head with the same joke for 15 minutes. At least Night School beats me over the head with stupid jokes, but they're rapid fire, and they all miss, but at least they're shooting. This is just shooting me with the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different fucking outcome. And it gets tiring. Like, by the end of this whole venture, I'm fucking worn out. Mm-hmm. And also, here's the worst thing about it, y'all. I don't like talking or watching not funny movies, because they're not fun to talk about. Because there's only so many ways you can say, that wasn't funny. This was stupid. This was lame. This was boring.
It was lacking in hilarity.
It was lacking in a lot of stuff. It needed a better writing. Honestly, it needed a lot less ad-lib from Stu, because it just, and he drank the drink because it had water, so because he was thirsty, and the water helps cure thirst because the thirstiness was within his throat. It's like, oh my god, shut up, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And I pretty much am doing his shtick throughout the entire movie, and you want to just grab him, but don't just shut up.
Yeah, well, tell us how you really feel.
Snapple Apple's better. No, just... worst thing is, like, it tries to have a story, and it wants us to care about all these characters, but that's just the thing. It's like, whenever Stu, he's not a likable guy. Like, he's just a pathetic loser. Like, take Ryan Gosling's character from The Nice Guys. Those who have not seen it, go watch it. It's actually fantastic. It was a movie that actually was more of a middle ground of comedy and drama and actually crime film. Ryan Gosling was a loser. He's a pathetic wimp throughout pretty much most of the movie. But you kind of cared for him. He still had some funny things to say. He still did some things that made him not as bad of a loser. You could slowly see that redemption arc. Here you never got that. You just had fucking Stu repeating the same joke 85 times till you just wanted to just jump off a bridge. It's like, oh god, Stu, shut up.
Yeah, he goes from being pathetic to slightly less pathetic.
Yeah, and it just comes out of nowhere. By the end, he's dating Nicole. Woo-hoo. And also there's a crooked cop that we're supposed to care about. I don't know.
It's like, how did y'all not piece together some of this stuff sooner? I mean, like, one of the bad guys even mentions his daughter. It's like, okay, was that not a red flag? It's like, oh, well...
They're all stupid. And not only that, but why... I think this movie was, like, constantly rewritten, and originally it was going to be a parody, almost, of action films. Like, the whole...
like buddy cop movies, kind of like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Which, hey, that's cool. I don't mind that. I like, movies that kind of try to play off that formula. Again, Nice Guys, I thought, did it. Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang. Again, another Shane Black movie, strange enough. Oh, sorry, Shane Black, you can't direct, because obviously with, Iron Man 3 and The Predator. Yeah, he was a son of a bitch who did that piece of shit. But those movies actually played off of all the different tropes, all the different one-liners and stuff like that, and used it to make a much more interesting film. This, it leaned into it and just like, and then just fell out of it for no reason, leaned back into it every now and then, fell out of the idea of, oh, well, we're going to make fun of this stuff. Like at one point he's kind of bringing up the joke about, oh, you shoot out tires, and he's like, what, don't do that. And it's not brought up till the end of the fucking movie that even comes up. Like, I'm going to throw this propane tank and it's going to kill, or you're going to shoot it.
You're going to blow up their car. It's like, this isn't Jaws. Exactly like in Jaws.
And I don't know. It kind of comes the fuck out of left field. And that's the problem. Is like, if it kept some more of the, like constant, talk, either go with it the whole way, like Hot Fuzz, and have the constant homages to action films, or don't. That's the problem. It decides to go right in the middle, and because of that, it misses it all. That's all I can say about this movie. It's not fun. That's the worst problem with this movie. That's the reason why I don't, no offense, I don't get why you say it's alright. It's like, it's not fun. That's the worst thing. And funny movie, even if there's some jokes that miss, I would say it can be salvaged if it has more hits than it does misses. This, I got one hit and 7.5 million misses.
I think a few more of the jokes landed with me than they...
Like what?
Well, not just the jokes, but some of the physical comedy.
Well,
like, we're like they're at a animal clinic and these bad guys show up and Stu is like throwing cans of dog food and like just nailing these guys right in the head. Or like when they're fighting in the sporting goods store.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen it done better.
Yeah, it's probably done better in other films, but I still was at least slightly amused.
Yeah.
I'm easily amused. So.
Yeah, I would rather, at least give me a damn fart joke if you're going to be this stupid with your humor. At least try to give me something.
Oh, actually, they did include a fart joke.
It's such a weak joke. It barely counts as one.
It's like, it's silent but deadly, like a fart, but it's a good car.
And again, it's another one of those jokes where I'm like, I get the jokes, dude. Shut the fuck up. I guess one of those like...
Or when the crook calls about to kill Batista.
Mm-hmm.
Like, silent but deadly. What?
Yeah, he runs over her somehow. She can't see headlights. Fuck this movie.
And, like, also, what happened to her?
She got plot convenienced.
I was saying she looked like she was trying to get back up, but then she just disappears.
She got plot convenienced, I tell you. She got hit by a massive thing of plot, and suddenly she needed to no longer be in the film.
I guess that was all about this guy that Batista's been chasing.
And it would have been one thing if he, like, I don't know, give us some villain speeches or something. Give us something funny.
Give us a reason why he's a threat, other than the fact that he killed your partner.
Yeah, he's just a non-entity.
He's maybe got some ninja skills.
Yeah. But give us Jet Li from Lethal Weapon 4 if I can also bring up another Shane Black movie, strange enough. I'm not saying you wrote that one. Give us anything. Just there's nothing to grip onto here. Instead of just like, hey, he's a random generic villain. You might as well not have a face. That's the best thing I can say for this film.
It's kind of like having sex with a little skinny mini. It's like nothing really to grip onto.
I don't even like having sex with a skinny mini. It's like just having sex with a fleshlight. It's like there's like nothing there except for your own hand really just jabbing a tube around your cock. I got broke, Megan. And funny, that joke is better than anything in this whole movie. It's okay, lovely. So, what'd you feel like giving this as a score for the Funday periodic?
Like I said, it was alright. I was a lot disappointed in it. I know he was really disappointed with it. But my own personal score, I'd have to give it, now you look at me funny, a 6.
I look at her funny a lot. She likes some shitty movies. Evident.
Like I always say, you can't talk shit about my taste.
Well, you chose me. That's enough reason to show your taste shit.
My tastes are awesome. Hello.
Yeah, this is a 1. This movie's not worth your time. It's not funny, first off. The action is not interesting. And on top of everything, the story's very generic. Now, I can excuse a lot of genericness and also not great action if I have a funny film to wrap itself around. For instance, take 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. Those are movies that lean much more into their comedy than they do their action. And I think they performed the comedy action a lot better. Sure, the action's not great in either one of those movies, but the comedy is so damn funny at points that I guffawed and wanted to die sometimes because I was running out of oxygen to my brain. This movie I laughed, like I said, at the Simon Birch penis joke, which was just hilarious to me. But beyond that, I couldn't care less. So it was just... Megan can tell you there's a number of times just sinners.
Yeah, I looked over and I was like...
Ugh.
I'm like,
So
I am so
bored.
not impressed here.
I was so bored.
That doesn't look like this movie over yet.
Thankfully, it's only an hour and a half long. That's the positive I can say about this one of a movie. It's like it's an hour and a half long. It's not a long sit.
I know you're disappointed in such a short movie, but...
Any longer, I would have been hanging from the rafters.
A very dark joke.
Mm-hmm. But hey, we'll be going into the light next weekend because we gotta see it. It comes out and goddamn, I don't know how they're adding 20 minutes to The Lion King, but they are. Yeah, we just looked at the runtime. The movie's 2 hours long. I'm like, how? The original's an hour and a half long, and it was kind of a pretty snappy 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, like I'm even more dreading. Like, what bullshit are y'all adding to this?
Yeah, because I know anything, there's not going to be any songs. There's not going to be any fun stuff. It's like, oh.
Well, there's at least Can You Feel Love Tonight, and I think the Nazanya.
I don't know how to say the rest of that. I think it's in Zulu.
Swahili, I think.
Maybe in Swahili.
It's basically, here comes a lion. A lion comes or something. It's like...
Here comes the lion. Oh, sorry.
The lions leave. Yeah.
No. Oh, but hey, we'll be back next week with The Lion King because Disney's got to take all the money in the world.
I am hoping, please be at least meh. Please, at least be better than Jungle Book remake.
Can't be worse than Alice in Wonderland.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Yeah. But hey, we'll see y'all there. So until then, everybody, bye-bye.
Maybe.